Mr. Secretary, do you support an exemption to tariffs on items?
This nigga's an evil villain, bro.
Hey, you can't stop, bro. You is the problem.
Hey, they said she looked like the green M&M with the color pill though.
Oh, damn, bro. No, actually though, she could talk to me.
That's what they said on X. I didn't say it.
As soon as she start talking, I'll be walking out. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna buy her every day.
Hey, y'all want to run?
If I'm in there,
I feel like running as a congressman.
Hey,
man,
but
at
that
this
shit's
point.
funny, bro.
This shit
No
crazy.
way, bro.
This is crazy.
Wow.
Hey, if that one dude, Alejandro Frost, can do it,
She
anybody
doing this on
can do
purpose,
it.
bro. She got to be doing
How
this
they
shit on
getting
purpose.
shit done in the Congress?
They
If y'all,
not, bro.
Their
They
job
just-
right now is to oppose everything Trump. That's their job.
And let's get a raise for it. We're not gonna forget the raise they
They
wanted.
said they wanted time off to have babies. If you can't, if you can't hold your off, you gotta relinquish your position.
Oh my God, bro. They all fresh, bro. They all got money.
This
With
shit-
our dollars, y'all. And what are they talking about?
They gotta look the part, bro.
In 2016, former Secretary Jack Lew announced that Harriet Tubman was to be the new face of the $20 bill. Can you tell me what's the current status of this project?
No, ma'am.
Wait, what did you start this shit with, bro?
Can you tell me what's the current status of this project?
No, ma'am. I can't, but my staff will get back to you.
No, I want you to get back to me. Because, see, there seems to be an
got bigger
issue
fish
when
to
it comes to things that affect people of color or people who live in poverty, whether it is what you're doing with Social Security,
I
what
can do it
you
too.
are doing with
Gentlewoman's time.
Man, bro.
She said this affects people in poverty.
it doesn't affect no one.
What the hell are you talking
it's
about?
cool,
That's
though.
purely cosmetic.
Yeah.
Hey, I couldn't be up there.
4 decades, we've had trade deficits in the United States of America, and nobody said it was an emergency? Democratic and Republican presidents? You know what that says to me? That it's not an emergency because it hasn't been for 4 decades. It says to me that we should bring tariffs back to the United States Congress so that we can make that determination as the Constitution has said and not try to go around Congress. That's just unbelievable to me.
So y'all
Let me
can
ask this
deny
question.
it?
Maybe they missed it. Who was the president? And who has been the president since January 20th, 2025?
Donald J. Trump.
Okay. And who was the president in 2024?
One believes President Biden.
One believes? You one of those non-believers that the election, the American people didn't vote?
I am not.
You're not? You said one believes? Do you believe in the Constitution of the United States and it should be abided
I
by?
believe in the Constitution of the United States.
So you believe in it without any second thought.
Are we gonna
You
get
don't have
to
to
the
think
point?
about it. You believe in it and you would abide by it. Is that correct?
I have and I do, sir.
Okay.
What is
But do you know that a president has said he may or may not? He don't know? Let me ask this question.
He
I
hasn't made a
can't,
point yet.
I couldn't believe my...
He never made a point that whole time.
He was just yapping.
Oh my God.
I was just waiting for the part where he was gonna like hit him with something. Like, ooh, what is he
These
gonna say to
people.
that?
Mr. Secretary, did all the individuals working with DOGE who were given access to Treasuries and CFPB's computer databases receive all of the required clearances and security training before they were granted access?
Again, they were granted read-only access at Treasury. There were two.
So let me just
two
say,
DOGE employees.
please, you can't filibuster here. This is not the filibuster playground. And so what you did was you let these strangers into our treasury with access to all of the data, all of the personnel information,
Biden did the same
and you just
thing.
opened the door. Why'd you do that?
No, ma'am. They were Treasury employees.
Oh, are you saying today in front of this committee that all of them were Treasury employees, that the 25-year-old who's being identified, who worked for Elon Musk, was allowed into the Treasury? Was that person there?
He was a Treasury employee, as was Tom Kraus, the senior person on the DOGE team. There were only two people.
There
and
were
they
DOGE
granted-
employees also.
Sorry?
Do you know, were you aware that there were DOGE employees coming into our treasury getting all of our
They're
personal
American.
information?
Well, ma'am, there is no such thing as a DOGE employee. There were Treasury employees.
I tend to disagree with you based on the information I had. Has any information been downloaded by anyone working with DOGE from any of Treasury's or CFPB's computers? Answer yes or no.
Not to my knowledge.
You better learn.
Gentlewoman yields back.
She thought she did something.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Bro, they don't want to work together, bro. That
They
is an
don't.
actual
Why
problem.
do they keep saying they're taking our personal information? What are they going to do with the information?
Oh, and then they say they're taking our like they're basically in our system. It's the American people's system.
It's like okay, so like we don't know who the employees were who saw the information the first time, but now it's a problem that another agency comes in and looks over the same
And exposes
information
it to the
that
American people.
other people have looked over that we don't know, and now it's a problem.
Joe Biden hired college students and had them look over the same information.
She says they're strangers.
No
They're
one let out a peep.
We don't know.
That is a
American-
fact.
We don't know who looks over the information already, but now that we know that some people that we don't know who works for DOGE is looking over, it's a problem. But we never know who looked over it in the first place or had access to it in the first place.
But they're American.
It's a problem because
Just
they
like
told
them.
us to make it a problem.
They're American citizens. These aren't just complete strangers. These aren't people.
They
from
work
China.
for the Treasury.
You think if Elon's name wasn't attached to it, we would
They
still
wouldn't
had
say
it?
nothing.
Yeah, they
Elon
probably
and Trump
still
wouldn't.
would.
No, they wouldn't.
I
Because
don't know,
Joe
man.
Biden allowed the same access they are talking about right now to college students. None of us heard
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think if Elon wasn't attached to it, it probably
Right,
wouldn't
it's
be
Trump.
as big.
They
My
wouldn't- they
point.
wouldn't attack
My point. Elon and Trump.
They wouldn't attack Elon if it wasn't for Trump.
That's the whole point.
It's not Elon, bro.
That's what we're saying.
they trying to say
the
Elon-
action is not the problem. Like Ty said, it's not the what, it's the who.
Bro, if it was
That is the problem.
I feel like if it was anybody, if it was a random guy,
It would not be a problem.
it would be a problem.
It would not be a problem.
It's because Elon helped so much for Trump to win, and then you see him do that. I can understand why people probably.
If they didn't know, if it wasn't a Trump Elon MAGA thing, it would not be a problem.
Yeah, that's
because it just
facts.
happened,
Yeah.
and it was not a
I
problem.
believe that's facts, in my opinion.
I think
It's not
I
the
think
act.
It's more of a MAGA thing.
My point. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know, but it's not Elon. It's kind of like if it wasn't
Elon
even
is with MAGA now
I know, but if we detached Elon, they would still have this problem regardless.
because of MAGA,
Yes,
but
So
not
if
because of
Doge
what.
is not
They're not
Elon,
mad at the actual thing. They're mad at who.
which is Trump.
Okay,
Yeah, not. I don't think it's Elon.
Elon it represents Trump,
I think Elon was the biggest problem because like they didn't have
and he's
Elon.
he's an
wasn't-
unelected billionaire.
yeah, if Elon wasn't there, what argument would they really have? You know,
Trump. I feel like they're gonna do anything MAGA.
because like,
regardless.
Yeah, they are going to do that to whoever.
Look at us. Look at anybody that's
Yeah,
a
they
part
are.
of Trump.
They are. That's
Ted
what
Bundy.
they
Every
don't
single
like
person.
Elon because Elon represents Trump.
All these hearings that
Yeah,
we
he's
have
a
seen.
billionaire. That's
all
probably
these.
why.
Yeah, and he's a
Tulsi-
billionaire.
Oh yeah, Tulsi is a spy, a Russian spy, brother. Does she have anything to do with Elon? No, it's Trump.
Yeah.
My concern is on the tariffs. Who pays tariffs, Mr. Secretary? No. Answer the questions I asked, please. I only have 5 minutes. Who pays tariffs?
Sorry. Well,
Who pays tariffs?
Sorry,
Mr. Secretary, please.
Excuse me.
The question is very
Damn.
simply, who pays tariffs, Mr.
answer
Chairman?
it?
I'd like him to answer that question.
Well,
He wants to answer other questions.
well, Congressman, if the exporters, dislike tariffs so much, why wouldn't they? If I think what you're trying to get me to say.
Did you remember the question? I'm not sure you did. Who pays tariffs?
That it's a very complicated question.
Reclaiming my time. People pay tariffs, right? Reclaiming my time, Mr. Secretary. Reclaiming my time, Mr. Secretary. Reclaiming my time. You clearly aren't going to answer it. I'm not going to waste my time having you go, Mr. Secretary, reclaiming, Mr. Chairman, I asked reclaiming my time.
Tariffs.
Mr. Chairman,
I couldn't be the chairman.
and I asked to reclaim my time. Did I not?
Asshole.
No, I said reclaiming my time because he's clearly not answering it.
In 2016, former Secretary Jack Lew announced that Harriet Tubman was to be the new face of the $20 bill. Can you tell me what's the current status of this project?
No, ma'am.
Wait, what did you start this shit with, bro?
She wants Harriet Tubman on the 20,
Hey, you know,
which I'm cool with.
man,
She just wants to know the
bro.
status of that
What's up
project.
with them- She said, "What's up with them Tubman bills, man?"
I ain't mad at that, bro.
Hold on.
Hey, bro,
They
how
got
much
a
it
Nazi.
cost?
They
It
got
costs
a Nazi
tub.
in office, and that's what they ask.
They're gonna say, "Hey, bro, how much did you spend on that food?" I spent the tub on it. A tub.
Hey,
mix.
that ain't hard. That ain't hard.
I spent about a tub and on a little tub. Nothing but a little tub.
You better learn.
Gentlewoman yields back.
That shit is so funny.
That's what they just.
In 2016, former Secretary Jack Lew announced that Harriet Tubman was to be the new face of the $20 bill. Can you tell me what's the current status of this project?
No, ma'am, I can't, but my staff will get back to you.
No, I want you to get back to me. Because, see, there seems to be an
got
issue
bigger fish
when
to
it comes to things that affect people of color or people who live in poverty, whether it is what you're doing with Social Security, what you are doing with restricting funds.
Gentlewoman's time.
Man, bro.
She said this affects people in poverty.
It doesn't affect no one.
What the hell are you talking
it's
about?
cool,
That's
though.
purely cosmetic.
Yeah.
Hey, I couldn't be up there. Hey, actually, though, I'll be viral every day. I say never. Straight up.
Hold on.
That was a dream we sold y'all niggas. It's over with.
I think they said it's like 10 years left
Man,
till
that-
they even do that or something like that.
that shit ain't never happening, brother.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I don't think
It
so
might.
either. It might though, but I doubt it.
Yo, that shit's hilarious, bro.
My staff will get back to you.
No, I want you to get back to me. Because, see, there seems to be an issue when it comes to things that affect people of color or people who live in poverty, whether it is what you're doing
Y'all
with
ain't in
Social
Africa,
Security,
bro.
what you are doing
Look
with
at you.
restricting
The
funds.
gentlewoman's
programs.
time. The gentlewoman's
So
time is
I
expired.
want you,
The gentlewoman's
will
time
you
is
respond
expired.
to me?
The gentleman
Mr.
from
Chairman,
Texas.
I need
the
him to
gentlewoman's
answer
time.
if he will. I'm not
The
a staff
gentlewoman can
person.
submit
I'm not
questions
asking
for the
him
record.
to have his staff report
The
to me.
gentlewoman
So,
can
Mr.
submit-
Chairman, I'm addressing it to you to ask
gentlewoman's
him
time is
to
expired.
respect me. Mr. Chairman,
The gentlewoman's
I'm
time
talking
has
to you.
expired.
I need him to
27.
address
The
if he
gentlewoman's
will
time
answer
has
me.
expired.
No, I'm not going
The
to
gentlewoman's
yield.
time
I'm
has
not
expired.
going to stop until
Yeah, I'm
you
finna
direct
run,
The gentlewoman's
him
time
to
has
answer to
expired.
me as a member
She
of
like that.
Congress.
She
The
nodded.
gentlewoman's
Mr.
time
Chairman,
has
point
expired.
of
The
order
gentlewoman
to
has
you.
offered that she can
Mr.
submit questions
Chairman,
for the
point
record.
of order to you. I will not stop. I will not be
The
silent.
gentlewoman is
until
not
you
offering
direct
an
him
appropriate
to answer.
parliamentary inquiry. Does
Will
the gentlewoman
you-
have a parliamentary
Yes,
inquiry?
I do.
Please state the parliamentary inquiry.
As a member of the United States Congress addressing the Secretary, I am asking you to rule on asking this hostile witness to direct his response to me versus
nice
having
guy.
him
He was sitting there.
tell me that his staff will respond to me. My staff person didn't ask them the
You
question.
hostile?
I did.
Mr. Secretary, do
Oh,
you support an
shit.
exemption
This nigga's
to
so
tariffs
weird,
on
bro.
items?
This nigga's an evil villain, bro.
Hey, stop, bro. You is the problem.
Hey, bro.
They said she looked like the green M&M with the color pill dog.
Oh,
Damn.
damn, bro. No, actually, though,
y'all
she
ain't
could
gotta
talk
do
to
that.
That's what they said on X. I
Hey,
didn't
hey,
say it. I
soon as
just
she start
repeated it.
talking, I'll be walking out. I'm telling you, I go viral every day.
Hey,
bro.
y'all want to run?
If I'm in there, I'm
I
going
feel like
viral.
running as a congressman.
Hey,
man,
but
at
that
this
shit's
point.
funny, bro.
This shit
No
crazy.
way, bro.
This is crazy.
Hey, if that one dude, Alejandro Frost, can do it,
She
anybody
doing this on
can do
purpose,
it.
bro. She
How
got to
they
be doing
how
this
they
shit on
getting
purpose.
shit done in the Congress?
They
If y'all
not, bro.
Their
They
job
just
right now is to oppose everything Trump. That's their job.
And let's get a raise for it. They want. We're not gonna forget the raise they
They
wanted.
said they wanted time off to have babies. If you can't, if you can't hold your off, you got to relinquish your position.
Oh my God, bro. They all fresh, bro. They all got money.
This
With
shit-
our dollars, y'all. And what are they talking about?
They got to look the part, bro.
This is effing me up, bro.
They got to look the part, bro.
Tell me that his staff will respond to me. My staff person didn't ask them the question. I did.
Mr. Secretary, do you support an exemption to tariffs on items that parents need to care for their kids? Yes or no?
Congressman, what you're referring to are...
Yes or no?
What you're referring to are...
I'm reclaiming my time because I don't want you to filibuster and give me some macroeconomic answer. Families at home are hurting, and so just give me a direct answer.
I am going to agree with you.
Are you hurt?
So yes, you do support an exemption on
we are
tariffs for
considering-
products that are essential
we
for
are
families for their
considering
babies.
exemptions on E4 items, which...
I'm sorry, I have to reclaim my time.
which-
I'm reclaiming my time. I am,
are
Mr.
included
Chair, I
in
am
there.
reclaiming my
Answering the
time.
question.
Give me my time back. I'm reclaiming my time. I just want a simple yes or no. Do you support an exemption to
Can't get shit
tariffs
done with
on
this.
items that parents need to care for their kids? Because you all claim you're pro-family. I cannot hear the words you say because I see the things that you do every day. So clear it up. Yes or no? Do you support an exemption to tariffs on items that parents need to care for their babies?
It is under consideration.
Great. Good. I don't know what's stopping an exemption from going into effect today, so do it now.
Wow.
Man, see, it sucks because he's not the best debater.
Yeah, he's just doing.
He's
his
not a
job,
master
bro.
debater.
That's why they brought him in there because they try to. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
They know what they're doing. They're trying to
They
make the
should've let-
administration look bad
they should let you have a spokesperson.
because they're not gonna bring nobody in there that they really just a great debater.
Let's let Vivek answer for him.
They're not gonna bring him in there, bro.
But they're not gonna let Vivek talk. They couldn't even let that man get a word out. They only let him say one word.
They know who they're dealing
I
with.
take my time back. And they be acting like they really ate.
Hey, good job, Scott. You holding it down though.
So like
Yeah.
in Congress, they're not working together. They're just ops. Everybody oppositions in the Congress.
Pretty
Just
much.
F the other side.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They like chill.
No matter what you believe,
So like
you gotta vote.
What is the purpose of Congress then if y'all not gonna try to work together to better
Great question.
our
Get more
economy?
money.
You know,
Fuck over the American people. That's what it looks like.
this shit is crazy, bro.
How you say her name?
Nydia Velasquez.
Specifically, which countries are you close to striking deals with?
Don't get extreme.
I'm sorry, Congresswoman, but that would not benefit the United States.
No. I'm asking you a question based on the statement that you made on CNBC.
And I am telling you that it would be detrimental to the interest of the United States for me to answer that question.
Why will that be detrimental?
Because as the negotiations may still be in process as we speak, as we are not at the end of the week yet, I am sure that you, through your question, would not want to compromise the U.S. negotiating.
Reclaiming my time.
Would you?
Secretary Besson,
She's not from America.
the president goes
Of course not.
into a press conference and claims that there are negotiations going on. And then the next day, there's no negotiations going
transgender?
on. So why would
She's
you
not that bad.
not
That's
answer
too
my
far.
question?
Like a damn
And
chipmunk.
that will be considered
She's 72.
detrimental to the
yeah.
American people, to the American economy.
sorry.
I do not understand.
Con-
Despite your
Congresswoman,
claim,
I'm happy to say there are negotiations going on. I'm not going to reveal the details.
so,
They keep saying that.
so
Maxine,
how long do you
saying that like
think
my granny.
those
Repeating it
negotiations
4 times.
will take before they are concluded?
Fuck.
And
There are numerous countries, as I have said, if you saw my CNBC interview, which you referenced, that there are 18 important trading partners, and we are moving forward at
Okay.
all deliberate speed with those.
Yeah, you can't get nothing done. This is actually
bro.
just
This
like,
is all for show.
Like this is literally a waste of a time of Scott's time here.
Yeah, it is.
Like he probably had a day he could get something done. Y'all just wasted this man full out or whatever time he was there. Y'all wasted all his time. He could have been getting
Shit.
could be getting a tariff.
I feel like my time just got wasted watching this shit.
I just think that the non-bipartisanship that's being displayed by members of Congress and government officials is absolutely ridiculous, and all voters everywhere should take heed of this. Why are we not working to benefit the American people? Like, I feel like if you guys think everything that's so bad is so bad for your constituents, why don't you try to work to find some common ground to make it work for them?
Why is everything being
don't care about
exposed to
that.
the American
They don't
people?
care about that at all.
That's basically what they're saying.
They don't care about that at all.
Why do taxpayers know exactly where their money's going?
And listen to her talk is another reason why foreign-born shouldn't be in our
Where's she
government.
from?
Puerto Rico.
That's
Oh,
American
that's US
territory.
It's not America though.
It's American territory.
It's not America though. They're not a state. They can't vote.
It's true. It's
They
true.
can't vote. Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, man. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. We're all witnessing what's happening. And they're not going to get anything done. This is a waste of time, guys. And actually, I've been said Congress might truly just be a waste of taxpayer dollars.
At this point, I'm not mad. I'm not
We're doing away with Congress.
Oh, that would
Ooh, that'd be sick.
That's not gonna happen.
Jasmine,
It's not gonna happen.
AOC.
But
Well, that would be a problem though, because there's supposed to be checks and balances.
Yeah, I know. We need Congress,
President,
obviously, but obviously
Supreme
our members
Court.
of our Congress are very incompetent because I'm just like so confused on why you guys can't work to find some common ground and find something that works for everybody.
Supreme
'cause
Court does pretty good to me.
That's
Republican majority.
yeah, and that's the
Congress
only person
is
that's
a
there
Congress.
is
That's why they're doing good.
Chuck.
Isn't Congress Republican majority though?
Everything
now-
has a Republican majority. House, the Senate, and
I
the
respect
Supreme
the
Court.
Supreme Court. I just don't respect the Congress. Well, some of them I do, but you know, these people.
I just don't respect the actions and the job that's being done. Like all they
The
do
behavior.
is just,
It's too many of
the
them.
behavior is just too tribal. Like try to find something that works for your constituents. Like y'all not working for your constituents. Your whole job is just
They're trying to get
oppose
viral
everything
moments.
Trump do.
Yeah.
It seems like that's what they're looking to do is
It's
get a
too many
viral
of them.
I could
moment.
lose it all. For
Let's
a
do
viral moment,
a Congress
man.
for every state, and that's it.
That's what we have.
Yeah, we have that.
It's
Congressmen.
like
There's
it's
congressmen
like
from
200
every state. Yeah, they're from every state.
But it's like it's like different districts though.
From states, yes, correct.
Yeah, I know. We probably need one of them for
Per
each
state?
That's a
Per
governor.
state. I don't know, but they don't. The governor's not in there making decisions. The governor runs the state. Congress, you go make a decision for your state and make it a majority.
Well,
thing.
that's essentially what's happening.
I don't know. It's 200 of them though. That's a lot.
Yeah, but you know,
It's
there's a
still
lot of people
Republican.
in states and things.
Yeah, you got a lot of people to represent you, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, like the governor got
many
roles. They got roles too. They represent the state.
They need to mute mics more.
But
ain't no, I yield my time. All
California
that.
got more Congress people.
Probably.
I would
Yes,
say so.
yes.
I think that's a problem.
Well, it's because they got more people.
Yeah, maybe so, man. But it ain't looking good. That's all I'm saying.
Maxine from California.
It ain't looking
How?
good, brother.
Yeah, well.
It's a
She
lot
been
of
there for about 40 years.
How many? You know how many I seen from New York? It's probably like, damn. I always
New
see
York
a
is
different one from
huge.
New York.
New York is huge.
It's just annoying, bro. All right, guys. Let us know what y'all think.